In the universe of the demons, some time had passed since the Demon King had spoken with Goku. Goku had to become stronger, so he would tell the other supreme demons that somehow he had to train. In this universe, the time passed completely different, so Goku would not have used any kind of different place to train. Goku somehow had to recover his powers, but even though he tried to get them in different ways, he could not. And at that moment, Goku thought, I see, I'll never get the power I once had. Those darn demons took it away from me. But thanks to that, I'll become even stronger than I was before. I see that this place is totally different, and my training will be much more effective here. I will learn the base techniques of the demons, and while I pretend to be one of them, they will wish they had never trusted me. If they thought that stealing my powers would serve to ensure their safety, well, they're not right. I'll make them trust me so much that it won't even cross their minds that I'll betray them. At that moment, Goku would leave the place he was, because he had to learn to live with all the demons of that universe and be part of them. The Supreme Demons would tell the ordinary demons that the guy Goku was one of them, so no one had problems with this Saiyan. Goku would get to one of the demon universes, and there he would meet a guy who immediately knew that this Saiyan did not come from his universe, nor from any other. This guy noticed in Goku everything that he wanted to hide. So someone would approach Goku and tell him that he knew everything, that he was not part of them. Goku would be surprised because no other demon had ever realized that. For some reason, this demon seemed to know everything. Goku would say to him surprised, how come you know that? Who the heck told you? Hey listen, if you say a single word, I'll kill you, asshole. I'm not in the mood for stupid games. Tell me, do you want to die? Goku would say this with a very serious expression, and would take the guy's hand. But he did not come with the intentions that Goku thought, and he would say, hey, calm down, I didn't come to harm you. I only wanted to help you. I know absolutely everything. You came to this multiverse forced by those supreme demons, and now you pretend to be part of them because you really have no other option. You thought about getting stronger to revolt against them, but it won't be as easy as you think. Wait, you really know all that? But how is it possible? I don't even know you. It's just a unique technique I have, to know the past of any person. I never used to care, but I saw you were different. I just want to help you. I'm the only person that can help you defeat those supreme demons, and especially the Demon King. I have a lot to teach you. In fact, in some point in my life, I was his master, but he became stronger, and then he treated me like garbage, and just left me wandering as the simple demon in these universes, while he rules all the multiverse. That's why I want to help you kill him. And then you could take his place. No one will find out that you're not a demon. Goku and this demon would have a training, in which Goku would learn many new techniques, and his power had increased immeasurably, but he still did not recover the power he had before. But little by little he recovered more power. Goku would think, that demon can have my power, but he cannot take full advantage of it because he's not a Saiyan. My strength and power can only be used by me. But well, at some point that idiot will realize it was absolutely of no use to him. Goku would continue training with this demon, who would now become his master. Goku would learn forbidden techniques that only the Demon King knew. Goku, in a short time, would have recovered all of his power, and at that moment Goku had been called by the Demon King, because he would send him to finish his work, and to eliminate Daishin-Kan and Zeno-sama. Goku would go to his multiverse again through a portal, and what was shown before would happen. How did you not die? I knew it. Those demons didn't kill you. And where are they? Didn't they come with you? It's not necessary for them to come with me. I started this, and now I'll finish it. I hope that the time that I was not there, at least you've reflected a little. And you, Zeno-sama, who would say it, running away from the enemy. You left me alone against those demons. What a damned coward. That is why you both will die, and I'll enjoy it too much. But where were you, damn Saiyan? I didn't feel you anywhere. I can't explain it. At that moment, Daishin-Kan was totally confused, because he didn't understand how he stopped feeling the power of Goku in all the corners of the multiverse. The only one who had understood everything was Zeno-sama, because he was the only one who knew everything. I see, Goku. So they tried it with you. They convinced you, right? Those idiots tried it with me in the past and I didn't accept it. That's why the first and second multiverse war happened. In fact, I'd forgotten about you guys completely, but that stupid Demon King sent me to finish the job, and I must comply. Then in the future he plans to return to face his brother Zerama, but that guy he's talking about seems too powerful. I wouldn't want to wake him up. Anyway, right now I have to kill them. Zeno-sama would tell Goku, "Well, try it, you damn Saiyan." Goku at that moment would transform into his most powerful state, in which he had boosted his ancient strength in that state. Goku, without saying anything, in moments, would have already hit them both a few times, which would make them fall to the ground. But they would get up quickly and Zeno-sama would say, I see you're a little stronger than before, but I will not let you kill us." Goku and Zeno-sama had started a short fight, in which the advantage of the Saiyan was too clear, and this would leave Zeno-sama on the ground. Well, this is quicker than I thought. What a bummer. Goku would do one of his techniques to eliminate both of them, and he would throw it to kill them, but suddenly someone would appear and destroy it. Goku would be stunned to see who had stopped and destroyed his technique. "But what are you doing here? Didn't you die when Beerus and I finished with the Earth?" "I escaped from that place, Kakarot. Did you think I'd die so easily? Don't be stupid. How do you think the great Vegeta would disappear like that?" "I see. I should have made sure to kill you at that moment. Seriously, you came to this place. You could escape from me before. Now you've come to be killed by me." "Vegeta, are you an idiot?" "Well, you saved me the trouble of having to look for you at some point." "Kakarot, I think you're wrong. If I came here, it was to kill you, after the humiliation you gave me before. I couldn't stand it. It gave me too much anger. And I went to the planet of the Adradians and I trained in a time chamber similar to that of Earth. But this was much more improved. What you achieved in a millennium, I achieved in 200 years. If I've not died, it's because I also became immortal like you. And it's time for you to die, Kakarot." "And what makes you think you'll kill me, Vegeta? Do you really want to die? I told you before. You just became my main target. How lucky are these two? You came just to save them. How pitiful. You tried me, Vegeta. You know that with that insignificant transformation, you won't even tickle me. I'll eliminate all three of you with a single attack. You were already too much of a nuisance for me." "Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Kakarot, that you won't be able to. If you thought this was my real transformation, well, you're wrong. I told you, in all that time in the chamber, I reached an overwhelming power." "I see, Vegeta. So you don't plan to give up? Then I'll finish you right away." "That's not all. I haven't shown you my true power yet. You will see it right now." At that moment, the whole place would begin to tremble. Nearest stars had exploded, and this great power would be felt by all the universes. Even the angels would feel it. As Marcerita, who would be frightened to feel this enormous power, Vegeta had reached his final form, which Goku had at that moment. At that moment, Goku's expression changed completely. He would be stunned to see that Vegeta had also reached that transformation. "But how did you get it? It's impossible. I spent 1,000 years trying to get it. It can't be. Damn Vegeta. I really should have killed you on Earth. Anyway, it's too late. It's okay, Vegeta. We will both use all our powers. And I really hope you don't disappoint me, Vegeta." "We're finished, Kakarot!" Goku would increase all his power, and then both would start an abysmal battle. Their movements were so fast that not even Daishinkan or Zeno-sama were able to perceive any movement. They were moving at an unimaginable speed. "Surprising, Vegeta, you follow my pace. This is fascinating, but you're lacking." "Don't be obnoxious, Kakarot. I have yet something to demonstrate." Vegeta would increase his power to the maximum, and both would continue to have an indispensable battle. Vegeta would use one of his techniques that the Yardradians had taught him, and he would multiply by 3, leaving Goku a little confused. This technique was special, because even though two were an illusion, each hit that each one would made, it was as if Vegeta himself was doing it, but without any loss of power. What? How did he do it? I feel each of the blows which are connected with all of his power. What the heck is he doing? I must know which one of them is him, and connect an accurate hit to the real one. Goku was receiving more and more hits, and he was not able to withstand it, as if 3 people with the same power were hitting him. What's the matter, Kakarot? You're cornered. You can't do anything. These 3 would make a very powerful final flash, which would be thrown to Goku, and these would hit the Saiyan directly, filling the whole place with dust. Seriously, it was so easy to annihilate that trash. I don't believe it. That insect would die so easily. From the smoke, Goku would come out and tell Vegeta, "That's all? That's what you learned? Too bad those Yardradians didn't teach you the techniques they should have taught you. What a pity." "I knew it. You wouldn't die with that technique." "Well then, get this." Vegeta would begin to make his most powerful attack at that moment, which he had created in the Room of Time. This power disintegrated absolutely everything he touched, and Vegeta had named it Spiritual Destroyer. Vegeta would create this power, and then throw it at the Saiyan. Goku had no way to dodge it, so he would receive it fully. This would impact with Goku at that moment, but this time it would have been different, because he would have been hurt all over his body. I almost didn't survive. I trusted that technique too much. I would have died if I hadn't protected myself in time. But even so, it left me very injured. Fascinating, Vegeta. You managed to hurt me, but I regret to tell you that you are not strong enough to defeat me. I tested your strength and you've become very powerful, but you're not up to defeat me. From the beginning, I've noticed you're not even able to master that transformation. You didn't take the time to know it and try to master it. Maybe that was your mistake, but I'm sorry to tell you, they won't have another chance. It's time for you to die, Vegeta. But what are you saying, Kakarot? Stop lying! You're not stronger than me! Vegeta, angry at Goku's words, would throw himself against the Saiyan, but Goku would stop him without problems, and would tell him, "It's too late, Vegeta. You made a big mistake." Vegeta would lose his transformation at that moment, because he couldn't master it, and he would fall to the ground. No, it can't be! Not again! I trained too much for this to happen. I'm a complete fool. Vegeta, now it's time to annihilate them all. They were waiting too long, but finally the time has come. I'll do my most powerful technique. Goku would do one of his most powerful techniques, which was similar to the Hakai, but just before killing them, Goku had started to slowly disappear from that place. Goku would be surprised and think, no way, my time in this place is up. I won't be able to eliminate them. Goku was about to disappear, but before he would say, I swear I'll come back, and this time I won't make so many detours. Goku at that moment would appear in the universe of demons, and he was extremely angry for not being able to kill them on time. Those bastards were saved. I was about to eliminate them. They're too lucky. Next time I'll do it the right way. The Demon King would ask the Saiyan if he had completed his job, to which Goku would lie and tell them he had already taken care of it. Well, I don't know what the king would do if he sees that you didn't fulfill his order. Saiyan, you've earned all my trust in recent times. That's why I want you to meet a person. She'll train you and make you become much stronger. Goku at that moment would think, but how stupid. He's already trusting me, and that's excellent. Let him keep doing it, because later when I have enough power, I'll also kill him. The Demon King was wrong to underestimate the Saiyan, because at that moment he did not think that he could overcome him. So without any problem, he would introduce someone to Goku so that he could train him. At that moment, a woman would arrive saying, Hello, father. So this is the man you want me to train. He seems to be someone interesting. It will be fun. Wait, she's your daughter. She'll be the one to train me. Are you sure this is the one? Saiyan, are you doubting my daughter? No, sir. It's not like that. In that place there was one of the supreme demons, and he would be surprised, because he would see that the king had already gained so much confidence in that Saiyan. This would bother him, and he would tell the Demon King, How is it possible that I trust this guy and now he puts him to train with the powerful Nin? The hell is wrong with him? Remember that he's already part of us, so you must trust him. And besides, he will soon obtain the demon mark. Wait, what? What demon mark are you talking about? Saiyan, that's something I cannot tell you yet. You will know soon. But first you must go train with my daughter. In another place, someone that everyone feared was about to wake up. In the multiverse of the demons, a new being had awakened. All the power that was being felt in the entire multiverse because of the fights of the Saiyans made him wake up and free himself from the seal that his father had put on him thousands of years ago. The son of the Demon King had awakened, and he had been sealed because he had rebelled against those of his race. He did not agree with many of the things of his father, and it is because he had a heart full of evil, and he wanted things to be much worse. He had unleashed a war in all the universes, having lost many lives, but his father stopped him and decided to seal him forever. But now he woke up, and thanks to all of Goku's fights, the seal was breaking more and more, and reached the point where the gap that divided him from the rest was too weak. Meanwhile, Goku and Nin were in one of their training sessions. A few months had passed and Goku had become stronger. During all this time of training, the chemistry between them was becoming more and more noticeable, as he was beginning to realize that he was starting to like Nin, the daughter of the Demon King. And in the same way, the Supreme Nin was beginning to feel attraction towards the Saiyan. Goku could not believe in his mind that he was starting to like someone from the race that he hates so much, the demon race. This thought was tormenting Goku, as he was trying to get Nin out of his head, but as much as he tried, it was intensifying more and more. Nin noticed that Goku was strange. She would ask him what was happening to him because in the trainings he was starting to behave differently, and she did not understand him. Goku behaved in a cutting way, but this did not work. He realized that he really felt something for this demon, no matter how much it hurt. Time passed and both fell in love. The rumors that there was something between them spread throughout the universes, until they reached the ears of the Demon King. The other Supreme Demons were very angry to see that the Demon King did nothing to prevent this, and this was really what the Demon King wanted from the beginning. He knew this would happen. His plan was always to make them both fall in love and have a son, which would be someone with a totally unknown power, and would be very powerful. This was very beneficial to the king, so he allowed it without problems. But at that moment, the Demon King realized that a new power that he already knew had appeared again after millennia. He would realize that it was his son, Callus, and he would be surprised because he had been released from his Great Seal. The Demon King could perfectly defeat him again, but at that moment, he decided to test Goku. It was time to know if he was really worthy to be with his daughter, so he let his son do whatever he wanted and let Goku take care of him. The Demon King thought, if this Saiyan is defeated by my son Callus, he's not worthy of Nin, and I will kill him. Otherwise, he is more than perfect. What should I think? My son was released in a good moment. I will have to seal him again if the Saiyan does not manage to defeat him. Meanwhile, in another place, Goku and Nin were in their training, but suddenly a ball of energy would fall on that place, which made everything filled with smoke, surprising Goku and Nin. But what happened? Who did it? Moments later, the smoke dissipated, and Nin was speechless when she saw who it was. Goku did not understand who it was. He would ask Nin who that guy was, and why she was so surprised. Goku, he's my brother, Callus. My father locked him up, but somehow he's been released. How is it possible? Nin, I will not allow it in any way. What will you not allow, brother? I will not allow you to be with this mortal. How dare you? He's not of your race. He's from another multiverse. You cannot be with him, sister. Why be with that mortal? Such weak beings are incapable of protecting themselves. Goku would hear the words of this guy, and this would make him very angry, and he would say to the demon Callus, "What did you say, you bastard? Are you underestimating me? You idiot!" Goku, what are you doing? Don't do it, please! Nin, I must do it. This guy won't leave you alone. I see. So you want to fight? Well then say goodbye, because I won't have any mercy on you, Saiyan. Goku would increase his power, and would tell him, I hope you're ready, damn you. Goku, without saying anything else, would pass at an extreme speed, and he would scratch the body of this demon, causing him too to be surprised by the Saiyan's speed. Interesting. You're not an ordinary mortal. I see that you're somewhat powerful, but not powerful enough. The demon would also increase his power enormously. Both would have a battle in which the particles and atoms around them simply disappeared, as they were under the pressure of all that power. This fight was felt by the whole multiverse, and the Demon King would say, Finally, the moment has arrived. I was waiting for this moment with eagerness. I only hope they don't make too many disasters. Both were still fighting, but this demon would perform one of his techniques against Goku. This would become imperceptible to Goku's eyes, and this would hit Goku again and again. But however, Goku not only depends on sight only to fight, so he could know where his enemy was. Feeling the vibrations and waves of the place, the Saiyan would hit the demon hard, so he would crash against several planets. Damn Saiyan, I see that you're strong. You knew how to counter my technique. Congratulations, you're the first to do it. But this is just the beginning. Let me show you my true power. The Demon King Callus would begin to increase all his power, making the universe tremble. He had released all his power, so this, in moments, would be launched to attack the Saiyan, and he would be winning. Demon, you're very strong, but that does not mean you will win. I see with all your power, you're totally superior to me. The truth, I expected it. You're the son of the Demon King. Goku, what are you doing? You already seen that he's superior to you. Don't keep going. My brother will kill you. We haven't had enough training yet for you to have mastered your powers. I still don't care. I must kill this idiot at any cost. Kaioken times 10! Goku with this power would appear in front of this demon, hitting him with strong blows, which would leave this demon confused. But he would say, if you use this technique, I will also use mine. Supreme power, activate yourself. Both had become serious and would give their full potential. The brother of Nin had shown his true power, and Goku was using his classic technique of Kaioken. This guy had shown all his power, so even with this technique, Goku was not able to beat him. The Demon King, who was watching the fight, he was very disappointed to see that Goku was being humiliated by his son. This in itself was already beginning to annoy the king, as he believed that the Saiyan would be strong enough. But he was really disappointed by this. One of the Supreme Demons who were watching him next to the king told him, "Sir, if you want, I could go and kill him myself for you, and I will also eliminate that Saiyan. I told you that he would never be able to defeat your son. You should have known that." Calm down. The fight's not over yet. Meanwhile, in the place, the demon was humiliating the Saiyan. Even if he was using the Kaioken, it wasn't enough. The demon had been locked up for a long time, and had returned with an immeasurable power. Goku would tell him, "I knew you were someone strong when I saw you, but I didn't know you had all that damn power in you. Anyway, I swear I'll beat you even if you surpass me. No matter how strong an opponent is, the will that you have inside is what will make you beat him." "I see, mortal. Now I want to see if you will carry on with your stupid will after that." At that moment, the demon would grab Goku by the head and would drag him along the ground. At the same time, Goku would lose his transformation completely, and he would be lying on the ground in his base state. Goku was stunned, as this had not happened to him with any opponent in a very long time. Goku always seemed to have the advantage over others, but not this time. It wasn't the same. He met the wrong opponent at the wrong time. Nin would see the deplorable state Goku was in, and she would say, "It can't be, brother. What have you done to this Saiyan? You're a beast. Now I'll have to do what I never thought of doing." "Nin, don't do it, please." Nin would ignore the words of Goku and would say to Callus, "I will not let you kill him. I'll use my power against someone. I never did this in all my life because I didn't think it would be necessary at some point, but now the circumstances have forced me." "Sister, are you really serious? Are you planning to confront me and just to protect that Saiyan? What the hell's wrong with you, sister? Don't you see? This mortal doesn't belong to our demonic race." "I don't care what you say, brother, with your ignorant thoughts. I really love him, and I don't care that he's not a demon like me." "So you say you will fight?" "I don't think you should even ask that question, you idiot." The Demon King continued to watch the fight, and he was speechless when he saw what his daughter was about to do. He was afraid of what his son would do to his younger sister Nin, but he wouldn't do anything, because he still felt that the fight of the Saiyan was not over. Meanwhile, Callus realized that his sister really planned to face him, so he would prepare to fight against her. Nin would increase her power and both would start a great battle. Nin was starting to struggle the first few minutes, because she never fought in her life. But little by little, her movements were getting better and better. The ordinary demons of that universe would realize that two of the most important figures of their universes were having a fight. This was very surprising for them, so they would be perplexed. They were destroying absolutely everything around them. This fight was creating huge waves that made the planets and stars to be expelled from their orbit. They were creating disorders in the universes, but nothing could be done. This did not really matter to the king. He only wanted to see the fight of the Saiyan who had fainted. Callus would say to his sister Nin, "I see that you're very powerful, but you know that you won't be able to beat me either. Don't keep doing it. I don't want to kill you, sister." At that moment, Goku would wake up and see that Nin was fighting against the demon Callus. This would make Goku angry and he would say, "No, this can't be. At what moment this guy left me like this? I can't allow to be humiliated this way. I will not allow it. I must do it now. Even though I've not mastered it, it must come out now. That guy will kill us if I don't." At that moment, Goku would stand up from the ground, and the Callus demon would turn around and see that the Saiyan was still alive. But how are you still alive? Don't you get tired? You know you can't do anything. You already tried me, mortal. Now I'll make sure to kill you. Your mistake was to come to this multiverse. Goku would just look at him without answering him. Nin looked at him and knew immediately what he was going to do, and she would scream at the Saiyan, "No, Goku, don't do it! You haven't mastered it yet! I told you it was too dangerous!" "Sorry, I must do it." At that moment, Goku's eyes turned white, and he began to release a new unknown power, a transformation that he had not mastered yet, but he took the risk. Goku would make the universe tremble with all that extraordinary power. The demon did not understand what was happening, but he would tell the Saiyan, "What have you done? Because I'm not able to measure your power. What's wrong? You're starting to bother me a lot, Saiyan." At that moment, Callus would attack directly to Goku. Without warning, but Goku with little effort knew how to dodge his attacks. The demon was stunned to see this because minutes ago with those same movements, he caused a lot of problems to the Saiyan. Goku at that moment would make a small wave of air, which would be enough to make the demon Callus back. But what the hell? Why is he so powerful? Goku, without saying anything, would start hitting this demon, repeating the same thing he had done with him. I told you that I'd be the one to win this fight, you bastard. You should have stayed where you came from. Now I will end your life. The Demon King would see this and would be surprised, because he saw that the fight was finally in favor of the Saiyan. Goku ascended to a new state, and he was humiliating his opponent. But suddenly, Nin would say, "No, this can't be happening now." At that moment, Goku would lose his status, not having mastered it, just when he would finish with this guy's life. "No, but what happened?" The Demon Callus would laugh at this and would say to Goku, "But what happened, Saiyan? I think you're in trouble." Nin would see this situation and would tell Goku, "You shouldn't have used it, I told you. Besides, you had enough time to kill him, but instead you preferred to play with him." Goku was now on the ground, because of the side effects of having used that transformation that he had not yet mastered. How stupid I was. I had the opportunity and I wasted it away. What the hell is wrong with me? Why should I always be so trustful? I really knew that I wouldn't last long with that transformation, but just to humiliate him, I waited a little longer. Now I put everyone's life at risk because of my stupidity. Goku would say this on the ground before he went into a state of paralysis, also because of the transformation. Nin saw that they could no longer do anything, and she had only one option left, but she didn't want to do it because it seemed very cowardly of her, and that would destroy her pride. In the end, even if she didn't want to, she had to do it, and that's what she did. The enemy would be about to launch their attack to kill them, but suddenly, Nin would grab Goku by the arm, and from 1 second to the next, she had disappeared along with Goku from the scene. Callus would be very angry by this act, and he would say, "You're such a coward, sister. I swear I'll find them. I'll kill them instantly, you damn bastards." Callus would say this while suddenly, he hears a voice that tells him, "It seems to me that this will not happen. Refrain from that." Callus would be speechless upon hearing this and would say, "Ah, father, is that you?" "That's right, son. I've come to finish what I didn't finish that day with you thousands of years ago. I think that Saiyan has already shown too much. No doubt despite having lost, he showed superiority at some point. Although his confidence has cost him the fight. No doubt I was not wrong to choose him." "Wait, you were watching the fight all this time, father?" "Son, thing is, I didn't eliminate you because I thought you could change. But you're still exactly the same as you were before. You continue to oppose me, and I've already realized that I must eliminate you, son. You've been a total disappointment to the race of demons." "But I'm your own son. You'll still kill me? Really?" "I'm not joking with you, wretch. I've been bad with everyone for millennia. To have a son like you. Everyone had asked me to kill you, but I didn't want to do it for the same reason that you're my son. But if I don't set an example, no one will. No one will be allowed to oppose the kingdom. Otherwise, he will be punished. Even if he is my own son. So, father, do you want to fight? I warn you that my powers are not like before. They've increased too much since that day." Callus would try to hit his father, without warning, but his father dodged him easily, making the illusion that he had not even moved. "Son, that Saiyan put you in serious trouble. Are you really capable of thinking that you can fight your own father?" Callus at that moment wanted to attack his father with all his power, but he wasn't even able to touch him a little bit. At that moment, his father, with just blinking, made his son be shot from the place and crashed against several objects. Callus would return and use one of his most special techniques, but this one didn't even have any effect on his father. The Demon King would prepare an attack and would say to Callus, "Goodbye, son. I'm sorry about this." "No, father, what are you doing? Don't do it!" "This is the end of you." The Demon King would say at that time that he would launch the attack against his son and eliminate him instantly. It would be a while after this happened. Goku took days to wake up due to the trauma he had for using that transformation without having mastered it. After he almost died, and it was hard for Nin to revive him. He had woken up, and the first thing he saw was Nin. He'd be surprised and say, "What is this place?" "Damn it, Callus, you must die!" Goku would say angrily, but Nin would answer him, "Goku, my brother has already died. In his fight, you lost your transformation and entered a very strange state. because of the side effects of having used that transformation.
But what happened to that idiot, Callus? Didn't he kill us?
He couldn't do it because I escaped. I didn't want to do it, but unfortunately I had to. It was more important to save you. If you're wondering where Callus is, don't worry. I found out that my own father eliminated him.
He really did it.
At that moment, Goku would be in a state of confusion. From the beginning, his plan was to kill the Demon King, but he realized that this thought was changing, little by little, more and more in his mind. This idea was moving more and more away from the Saiyan's thoughts. Some time passed, and Nin would tell Goku that his father was planning a union between them, a kind of marriage, but in the way demons do it. Goku, like Nin, was in love, and would accept this request. So he would be informed to his father. These two at the time went to her father, and this united them through a ritual of blood. This made that Goku now also had the blood of demons, making him a demon, like Nin. So the Saiyan would be half demon and half mortal. Goku would gain new powers by becoming a demon. In the course of time, Goku and Nin had a son, to which they would name him Eren. This one would be born with an immeasurable power. His power was so much that it was even felt by all the universes. Finally, the desire of the Demon King was fulfilled. Even Nin was astonished to see the power of her son Eren. This one counted on a force only compared to that of her father. The Demon King would say, "It's perfect. He'll be my successor." I did not expect to be born with all that power. No demon had been born with all that power before. Eren, everyone will respect you in this universe. When you grow up, you'll be the person that protects the multiverse, and you'll be the one who will put things in order. The son of Goku and Nin was born with a great intelligence, even though he was just a baby. Some years passed and Eren had already grown up. His parents taught him everything he had to know. This had even surpassed the power of his father. But Goku, since his son was born, he had not trained at any time, being busy raising his son. Everyone in the multiverse already knew the child Eren, and all respected him. The Supreme Demons were angry with the Demon King for how he treated the child better than them. These demons became jealous of the child. They would plan to do something very bad with the child Eren. Meanwhile, Goku felt that his son had been taken care of for the necessary time, and that it was time for him to resume his training. And so it would be, Goku would start training with his son. And for the first time, Goku told Eren to attack him with all his power, so Eren would do it without a problem. This boy with a single blow sent his father away, making him crash against some rocks. This fact made Goku realize that his son was overcoming him, and that was because he was not training. "I'm sorry, son, but I can't allow you to be stronger than me. I'll train and I'll surpass you again." "We'll see about that, father." Goku and his son were training, but they did not expect what was about to happen. The Supreme Demons